my connection going to be bad? Hopefully not. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, family and friends. We are back again. Currently, I'm downtown Fort Worth, so if my connection gets a little spotty, I'll try to, I don't know. Anyway, interesting things. First, I want to say last night, I went to a candidate forum for Republicans because I wanted to hear what they had to say. I think there's an old military phrase, know thy enemy. The point is, I was particularly disturbed and particularly surprised that these candidates, and it didn't matter what position it was for, because they asked the candidates different questions, and it didn't matter what the position for, whether it was for a House district or a county position or a statewide position, it didn't matter. They were like carbon copies of their answers. Every one of them answered the exact same ways. Like they have 3 talking points, and no matter what the question was, they used one of these talking points. So like candidate number 1, or what do you feel about, the Bible being taught in school? Oh, well, I feel ABC. Candidate number 2, what do you think about lowering taxes or raising taxes? Well, I think BAC. Candidate number 3, what do you think about medical coverage and women's rights? Well, I think CAB. They had the same talking points. You could plug and play any one of them in any position, and they're going to say the exact same things. It was insane. It was insane listening to them all repeat the exact same thing, no matter what the question was. And you know what that means? What that tells me? 1, they didn't answer a damn question. And 2, they have no freaking clue, no idea of what their job descriptions are, what they're supposed to be doing in these positions. They want to get elected to be a rubber stamp for somebody to tell them to do so they can collect a paycheck off of our tax dollars and dimes. It was like watching an accident in slow motion. Like every single candidate, I couldn't believe that they were all saying the exact same thing. No matter what the question was, they had the same 3 talking points. None of them answered a single question. And it was just the most ridiculous display. Anyway, let me move on. The other thing that I noticed, and this is going toward the Senate race here in Texas between Jasmine Crockett and Tallarico, which both of them are good candidates, don't get me wrong. But there's a reason Jasmine Crockett is leading. And I think that she is probably going to take the lead in the primary. I think she's going to be the nominee, and here's why. Every day when she's in office, she's not out campaigning, but she's in Washington at these congressional hearings and meetings. These are all televised. These are all recorded, because I see clips of them. And she gave Pam Bondi the business, the last one that I saw. She made Pam Bondi look bad. Here's the thing. Every one of those, while she's doing her job, while she's in Washington, every one of those is a campaign ad for her. And it's free advertising. She is getting free campaign ads every time she speaks in one of these committees and hearings, and the clip goes viral. It's free advertising. You can't beat that. You can't beat the free publicity she's getting by scorching and torching these MAGA Republicans that come to these hearings. And so in that aspect, it makes sense why she's leading and why has the lead, okay? I'm going to give you one of the points, and I'm going to try to keep this short so the video doesn't go too long, okay? When she was torturing Pam Bondi came with photos of like 5 victims of crimes from people that were deported, okay? Or, caught by ICE, or whatever the case may be, they were deported. And so she was like, well, you didn't come to answer questions. You came here to talk about no matter what question we were going to ask you. And that goes back to what I was saying. They have the same talking points no matter what you say. All right. So what Pam Bondi did when she said, well, these people were caught in Texas, in your state. So what you're saying is that Texas is doing its job. Texas is doing your job by capturing these people that you didn't catch, right? Texas is doing its job. So, or what you're saying is that our current governor is incompetent because he allowed these people to be in the state. Which is it? Take your pick. Either our Republican governor is incompetent, or Texas is doing its job that you can't, or that ICE didn't. Take your pick. Which one is it? So I don't think Pam Bondi is cognizant of how that makes her look, and how good that makes Jasmine Crockett look, and how bad that makes her look. Anyway, let me end this video because I don't want it to go too long. But thank you for watching my video, and hopefully that all made sense. You guys have a good afternoon. Thank you.